All right. I think we are good as of right now. Hello, everyone. Hope you guys are having yourselves a great a great day so far. And I apologize for not delivering the promise I can for trying to upload a good amount of the XFL of the UFL content as I can. As of right now, I'm just a little under the weather. I mean, at least I'm better than I was earlier this week. But we are here. We're just gonna watch some glorious football. So I'm not gonna try and just be very excited at the moment because I'm trying to take better care of myself. So everything is gonna be there. Give me one quick second. But yeah, so before we actually talk about the game that we have coming up, we heard a little bit of groundbreaking news that happened about, I believe it was about 11 East. It was about 11 Eastern. I think it was about around 11 Eastern. Let me go ahead and pull that up real quick. A lot of people may have heard it, but just in case if somebody was a little bit under the weather. Yeah. Derek Carr is retiring. At first, I was thinking, wow, that was definitely something that I did not 100% expect. But at the same time, I feel like his retirement is definitely valid. It's definitely valid because he was just getting hurt. He was hurt too many times. I don't want to talk about last week or Friday night. Hey, last night was a good one. Last night was definitely a good game. We were back and forth with each other. I will definitely say that to you right there. It was a good one. What sucks about GG's. What sucks about it is like your receiver converted a 3rd and 31, but he fumbled, and that lost you the game. That was just heartbreaking. But today we have a game that can potentially have playoff implications on the line. No, man. If I was no, dude. If I was a Browns fan, if I was in New Shoes, no, I would still be mad about that. I thought the defenders were going to lose that game. I was like, okay, is San Antonio like defenders kryptonite for some reason? As I pointed out, like last night, like it was just odd. It's like, okay, so we could beat the Stallions and Renegades and the Battlehawks, but for some reason we can't beat the Brahmas. Like, I don't understand. But there is some, but it's gonna happen. But you are facing your team is facing elimination this weekend. since you guys lost, you're 1-6. That means your best. That means that the max wins you're going to get is 4 if you win out. But second place team, the Battlehawks, is 4-2. If they beat the Showboats, which is tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, if the Battlehawks win, bye goes the Brahmas playoff chances. I'm just so shocked. We have no hope. I'll be happy we beat St. Louis week 9. And also, I feel like today's game between God, man, I'm sorry. I'm so slow today for some reason. But he's going to choke regardless. So, if the Renegades mainly lose today against Michigan, then we pretty much know who's going to be in the playoffs on the XFL conference side. DC and the Battlehawks, and both teams have not won a XFL title, so there you go. So there you go right there. But with Max Dugan now more composed, the Battlehawks are still considered a bit of a major threat. I don't see the Renegades losing today. You don't see the Renegades lose today. I mean, you can see who I can see either team wins, but if I'm being completely honest, like from last week, Bryce Perkins just had a breakout game that entered himself in the MVP category. Like, did you not see the way he was breaking off tackles against defenders? Like, he embarrassed the defenders' defense last week. He's amazing. He is freaking amazing. Bryce Perkins, like, he's like, not only he can throw so good, like he can throw a bomb, but he can run when he needs to run. That is how good he is. Oh, Puka Nacua is in the building. Puka Nacua is watching his Nacua brothers in Arlington. And speaking of Arlington, yeah, y'all might have been drunk that day. Freaking right. But yeah, so Arlington, so Michigan considered second place, tied with Birmingham. Birmingham won over Michigan in week 2, so Birmingham's over top. Arlington had started 2-0, but they lost 3 of the next 4 games as they're sitting 3-3, losing to St. Louis last week after not scoring a touchdown against the Battlehawks and having a choking a 15-point lead over the DC Defender. So they have yet to have abilities to close out close games. So the bigger question, because last time these teams playing, so the last time we have seen these teams play, it was the Panthers that won with a Jake Bates winning field goal after Bob Stoops made a stupid decision of going for it on his own 46-yard line as they were holding the lead by 1 point. And I was like, dude, just play a game of keep away. All 3 of their losses were kind of flukes in the Stallions game. They were wrong. Yeah, I wasn't sure. Yeah, that's the thing. It was like I wasn't sure about that false start. The false start saved the Stallions right there. But that's the thing, though, because, like, think about this. Like, if you want to think about this, the Renegades loss to the Battlehawks last week was the same as watching the Stallions game without the robbing. Because Arlington has the ability, like if you watch last year of the UFL, if you watch Arlington in week 7, they just can't close games. They couldn't close against DC. They couldn't close it against Michigan last week. They could not last year. They couldn't close it against Panthers, Defenders, and the Battlehawks, like they couldn't close those games. Like they just can't close any games. That's just the truth. Because you can't win games if you don't have that clutch gene. That is just not going to work. It's just not working. And then now you look today, it's like, okay, so Arlington had a much better start. Great. But then from weeks 5 and 6, they are choking. Especially against the Defenders. And that should be the game they won. They should be the ones about second place. Yeah, at least. But this game is the game where Arlington has to win. If they can't win, their playoff chances are slim. Yeah, freaking, they're showing Perkins against the Defenders. He was just unbelievable. And I saw some greatness of Bryce Perkins too. Because watching him when he was a Cavalier of the University of Virginia, man, he was just he was good. He was good in Virginia. And then I saw his name, I was like, wait, with how much it's like against the Rockets and Warriors against Game 7, choke job. Yeah, it's like, Renegades, they won it. They won. But they just have to close it. I think it's on the coaching. I feel like the pressure is getting into Bob Stoops in the coaching. That is what I am seeing from the Renegades of why they can't close out these games. They can't. I feel like this game can be close. But I see Michigan win more because Perkins is so good. Perkins is good. He's the best, but like the MVP race is Bryce Perkins and Jordan Ta'amu. As much I would love to see, Jordan Ta'amu win, I firmly believe Bryce Perkins is going to win MVP because he's that freaking good. With how he did against the Defenders, and if he does it again against Arlington, he's the MVP winner right there. He's the MVP winner. I mean, I'm not definitely not counting out Perez. No, absolutely not. But it's just like, but I felt like the Renegades offense is like inconsistent. Perez has his like on and off moments. I'm not counting him yet, but what I am saying is the MVP race is Perkins and Ta'amu. That is your MVP race. I'm going to go to UFL.com. I just want to check on the stats. I'm going to see where are we sitting right now. Excuse me. I need the UFL stats, like proper stat sheets. Yeah, Jordan Ta'amu passing yards 1,750. Like Ta'amu's leading on all categories. Don't forget, dude. Toa Tawa, the running back of Michigan that joined in week 4 against Memphis. He's a man. Dude is a man. Ooh, Derek Roberson has 5.5 sacks. Dang. 5.5 sacks. I think that ties Bita Taimapenu. Yeah, we were just talking about Derek Carr, man. That it was shocking, but at the same time, man, he has to get help. He has to He has to mind his body over the game. Yeah, Peter Panu is also have 5.5 sacks. Willie Taylor is playing today for Arlington. He has 5 sacks coming in. Michigan has their leading tackle was Kenny Willix for 2.5. And Frank Ginda tied too. Because remember, Breland Speaks is out. Saints are going 1-16. Who knows? Tyler Show, whoever you want to call him, is either him or Spencer Rattler going to be the starting quarterback for the Saints. Or unless Aaron Rodgers won to jump ship to the Saints. All that drama of him trying to join the freaking Steelers, and he has a last-minute decision of joining the stupid Saints. Can you imagine that? Excuse me. Yeah, as Urinating Tree said, the car has been impounded. But yeah, I mean, hey, God bless you. And here we go. The game is underway, and it's Michigan that will get the ball. And that's Devin Ross, and he was getting tackled around the 22-23. So here comes Bryce Perkins, one of the lead front runners of the MVP candidate alongside with Jordan Tayamu. School year's officially over. Hey, let's give a W in the chat for Base Boat. Let's give a W for him. Good job, man. School year officially over. You know what? I'm going to give you a W right there. AKA DC's daddy. Yeah, that's very funny. Bryce Perkins is going to hand it off to Toa Tawa, and he's going to get a yard gain on the play. Dude is reminding me a lot of Jacob Sailors of the Battlehawks. Like, these two have been identical on the run. But Tawa has packed more punch than Sailors has been recently. Hey, I'm pretending to get all A's. I'm still having 18 in school after the county finals. Yeah, great for Tugboat, man. Great for Tugboat. And see, Perkins, he's going to throw left, and he finds that man. That is Mariner, I believe. That is COC Mariner with the catch. And I believe that was good enough for a first down. Yeah, that is definitely a first down on the play. Oop, I got it. Oop, hold on. I had a bug in my room. Oops. Perkins heading off to Tawa. Tawa left side, and he's running freely. And he's going to get a gain of 14 right there to the 49-yard line. I think I have like 4 weeks of school as a self-contained for kindergarten and first grade. And then starting next year, I'll be working in a 5th grade inclusion setting in special education. So that's going to be fun. It should be fun. First and 10, Perkins. He's looking left. Now he's going to go to the middle, but he's going to get tripped and sacked. Sacked by 95 by Amani Bledsoe on the Renegades. So there's a sack. Huge stop for the Renegades. That is definitely what they're going to need to be doing all 60 minutes. How can you stop Mr. Bryce Perkins? We'll probably move back to first down. I mean, I don't blame him. You can definitely, no, I mean, that's his alma mater. So why not? Perkins, he's going deep, going right side field. Oh, he tripped him up. Come on. Where's the flag? I thought he tackled him before he got to the ball. And that was Chris Claybrooks in coverage. That was covering Jalen Moore. Or maybe they just tripped each other's feet. I think that's what it was. I think they tripped each other's feet. To me, Patchy the Pirate. No, that's the town is Encino, California. It's Encino, California. That's where Patchy lives. All right, 3rd and 14. Perkins dropping back. He's gonna throw to the sticks. Incomplete. Going for intended for more. In the pass will be incomplete. Oh, and also here's the shocking news. This is the last home game of the Arlington Renegades. It's close to Fresno, really. Yeah. And here comes the punt from Michigan. And it's going to go right through the end zone. So it will be at the 25-yard line for the Renegades. Oh. Thankfully, that did not happen. Perfect. Oh, wow. It's like a 3-hour drive from Encino to Fresno. So not relatively close. So not relatively close. But yeah, I mean, now the Renegades need to back on offense. They got to make sure what they have is working. You know, they're going to be able to get that working because their offense did not click at all against the Battlehawks. And it did once against the Defenders, and then they just fell apart. So if this is the time, if there is an opportunity for the Renegades to get back together in rhythm, if this is the game they need to get it together. Again, it's a must win. This is a must win. Because create a UFL franchise team name, city, and uniform colors. They're both in Central Cali. I would not complain. Well, it's not creating one, but bring back the Oakland Invaders. Oakland needs a sports team, and their blue and yellow combination works well. So yeah. Ooh, Lego Masters getting a season premiere. Sweet. And then there was also the LA Express. The Fresno Saints. I mean, I'm not sure if Fresno needs a team. I mean, they're still Fresno State Bulldogs. I mean, yeah, but that's it. That's mainly it. But talk about the Renegades. I mean, you know who they had to play? They're gonna travel to Audi Field to play Defenders. Then they're gonna travel to Memphis to play the Showboats, and they're gonna travel to San Antonio to play the Brahmas. So a light schedule at the end, but the DC is also a game they have to win. Like Michigan in Defenders are definitely wins, but if they can't win against the Showboats or the Brahmas, oh, they're screwed. 100% screwed. First at 10, there goes the screen pass, and then he's mainly going to get a yard gain, and that is D.D. Hunter with the catch and run on the screen. But the defense is definitely where the Panthers can truly shine. Breland speaks, no problem. You still got Frank Inda, and you still got Kainakua. They just got to contain. Both teams need to contain the opposing quarterbacks. That's the key to success in this game. And there's a stuffed tackle right there from 44, and that will be Garrett Marino with the TFL. Oklahoma City Scorchers, or you can bring back the USFL's Oklahoma Outlaws. The Oklahoma Outlaws. Drop it back for Rat Star in 10. He's going to throw it to the sticks, and he does. And they're going to say incomplete. And he did not maintain control, so there is a quick 3 and out for the Renegades right there. That is definitely a quick 3 and out. I thought he was able to maintain it. He took 2 steps. Let's see. And the ball came out. It looked like he took 2 more steps. And they're saying it's under further review because it looked like it was enough. Meaning it was like black and red is the main colors, mainly like the state flag. So similar to like the Houston Roughnecks does, because their uniforms are mainly what is pretty much what it looks like as a flag. Hold on. I'm gonna look up Oklahoma State flag. Hold on. Oklahoma. Looking at the flag. I see. The rectangular field of sky blue and the Osage war shield with 6 crosses and 7 pendant feathers. A senator from North Dakota is related to a YouTuber. No shot, really? Hold on. North Dakota senator. So there's John Huyven and then Kevin Kramer. Arlington is gonna punt here. Oh, which senator? The tugboat. What senator are you talking about? Taking it from the 15. And he's gonna slide around to 22. Kramer. Give me a second. Let's see. I'm just looking his So yeah, it's 5 children. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see. Suggesting a possible connection to a YouTuber named Scott Kramer. Wait a minute. Oh, so he's saying he's related to Scott Kramer. I don't think I've heard of Scott Kramer. Okay. So they're saying there is a possibility that he is related to the senator of North Dakota. I see. But hey, I'm excited that the Defenders are back. I'm happy that we're back home at Audi Field. I'm happy with that. Wait, oh yeah, I was also trying to talk about the stat line of the Defenders and because Kevin Hogan, Red Black, I will say, he can do it. Any hope that Houston beats Birmingham? If Jalen McClendon does not make any crucial mistakes against the tough defense of the Stallions, there could be life. The light can be there. Man, Chayamu had a great game. I mean, Kevin Hogan did too. Besides that one sack that he fumbled at the end of the first half, that led to a stupid score. But Hogan went 20 for 31, 230 yards, and 2 TDs. Rating of 108.3. That's definitely good. That's definitely better than what Kellen Mond could do. See, 1st and 10, play action. Throws it to Mariner off the flat, and that is a gain of 7 to the 30. So 2nd to short for Michigan. But Jordan Taiamu, man, 19 of 24, 278 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a QB rating of 154.5. Yeah, I just don't know what happened with San Antonio, man. I thought they were the most complete team. But, man, they're definitely proving me wrong. No, Gunnar Britton, the guard on the touchdown, that's like a chef's kiss. That's got to be a horse collar. He was grabbing the back of his jersey. Now, it looked like horse collar. I don't know if he had his hand behind him or he just got a firmly grip on the back of his jersey. But still, it's a good stop for the Renegades. Yeah, I mean, Chase Garvin was definitely good last year, and then he had an injury that sidelined him until the playoffs. Bradley Moore McKinney was dang good. Same with Cornell Powell. 3 receivers with 70-plus yards. Again, that's chef's kiss. But Jashawn Corbin definitely did well. Oh, RPO, tipped, incomplete. Oh, Malik Turner just did not hold on. Ball tipped his hands. That was a nice RPO. He just didn't catch it. Or was it too high? It looked like too high, but he also could have catched that too. It's like I jumped out. That might be a little too high for Malik Turner. Excuse me. So 4th and 12 with the punt. Very sunny day in Arlington. Taking it from the 21. He's going to pass the 30, and he's going to get to the 38. And we're going to bring back Luis Perez is back in the lineup. But oh man, all right, Red Black. Tell me, who is your favorite player on a UFL? Who was your favorite? Who was / is your favorite? Like for the past seasons and then this year. Do you guys remember PJ Walker in the 2020s Roughnecks? Oh my gosh. Truly outstanding. Outstanding he was. Anthony McFarland was definitely a good one. No, Jashawn Corbin last night, he was running all over the place against DC. 9 rushes for 109 yards. That's a good one. That is definitely good. That was definitely good. AJ McCarron was definitely good on the Battlehawks for the past 2 years. Remember the Sea Dragons? Ben DiNucci out of James Madison, and then he had Jukor Pearson. Matthew Sexton's definitely good too. He's a definitely good returner. There was the receiving core of Sea Dragons was damn good. They had Josh Gordon. They had Juwan Green, they had Juwan Green. There was another receiver. There was Josh Gordon, Juwan Green, and Jukor Pearson. Before he was a Battlehawk, he was a Sea Dragon, and he was a speed demon. A certified speed demon. There was Cody Latimer. Of Stallions was the certified favorite to win the whole championship. But how we are in week 7. Salion's still on top, but Panthers climbs the second defenders. What drops down to third, to fourth. Meow. Yeah, Renegades definitely need to win. No, I know. He was a Guardian, then he became a Brahma. That's what I was saying. He was dang good. Perez out here in the empty backfield. 5 wideouts on set. Perez throws it. Ooh, he just makes the Panther miss. That's Sal Cannella running down the sideline past the 35-30. 25, and he would be tackled at the 20-yard line. What great shifty maneuvers from Sal Cannella. That's also a player I love. Sal Cannella is definitely a great tight end. Before he joined the Renegades, he was a New Orleans breaker in the USFL, and he was epic. Justice Smith, yeah, I mean, the receiving core for the Brahmas is good. Just don't know what the quarterback situation. Play action, Perez, he's going to go for the touchdown. He's trying to go for Isaiah Winstead, tries to grab everyone in hand. Incomplete, covered by DJ Miller Jr. Yeah, Joe Wallace. Joe Wallace with 2 sacks and 3 tackles for losses. He had himself a good night. Oh my goodness, no! Like the defenders receiver squad was deadly. No, Lucky Jackson and Chris Blair was amazing. They were definitely amazing. 2-yard run from Dede Hunter. Like they were a deadly duo for Jordan Taiamu. And Abram Smith, like he had a breakout season. Wes Hills on the Breakers had a 1,000-yard rushing season. He was one of the best to do it in a 10-yard gain. Excuse me. There an 8 empty backfield. No one covered Canelo. He just made him a defender miss again. And Canelo will be tackled at the 5. Oh my goodness. Sal Cannella just making moves. Being all shifty like. Yeah, kind of cool. Like there was nobody covering Canella, and the cool was the news. It's like, hey, somebody's got to cover Canella here. And then that just led to a quick first down, and he just made Coola's ankle break right there. Oh my goodness, Sal Cannella, shifty. I did not know he can make moves like that. Perez batted down, incomplete. And then that was Curtis Hodges, the intended target for Perez before the ball was batted down. Yeah. Yeah, that's the cat. He's always... That's the thing with the cat. The name is Manny. Like, he always, like, goes in and out of the room. And then whenever he wants to come in, he meows loudly first. And then he, like, put his paw under my door and just, like... Dede Hunter with a handoff going up the middle. Does he get it? No, they're going to call him short. Well, probably just inches away from the touchdown. So we're going to have 3rd and inches from the goal line. Let's see. No knee. Is it? Yeah, not a touchdown. Not yet. Not yet a touchdown for Arlington. Whittingham in motion. Ending off. Oh my goodness. Brick wall. 4th and goal now. Does Renegades want to take their points, or are they going to go for it? This is Michigan. Michigan is they bend, but they don't. It's a bend, don't break defense for Michigan. It looks like the Renegades are going to go ahead and take their points. Yeah, I mean, Michigan has a great defense. I mean, that's a big gamble if you want to go for it on fourth down. Michigan's their own breed. And Michigan, excuse me, 20 on attempt, and now the attempt is up, and it's good for the Renegades. 3-0 Arlington. So when we get back, it will be the Panthers' ball. So anyways, yeah, Ramos where the Kings are going on fourth down last year. Oh, yeah. They definitely were. They definitely were. I had a thought. I forgot what my thought. I literally just had a thought, but I forgot what my thought was. Oh man, yeah, the Brad Wing touchdown. As much as I hated that was against DC, that was such a clever play. That was a clever play. Oh my goodness, it's Dansby Swanson. And a Dairy Queen commercial. Look, Dairy Queen is definitely good. So good. It was definitely very good. I'm a lineman, so watching a fat boy touch score is amazing. Ha! Did you like it what Gunnar Britton did to you guys last night when it was 4th and 2? That was a gutsy call by Shannon Harris. You got a fat man touchdown. We got a fat man touchdown. So shake on it. Freaking shake on it. I'll give him his flowers. That was it was impressive, especially he went out to his hands and he tipped it to himself. So I will say. So here's the thing. So, so Panthers schedule. You know what? For the first time this season, Panthers next week, they're going to play Roughnecks. Panthers are going to play Roughnecks, then Stallions, then Roughnecks again. Yeah, the MVP race, Jordan Tyamu, 245 passing yards a game and 11 passing TDs that both lead the UFL. But then you compare it to Bryce Perkins. He leads in completion percentage, 8.5 yards attempt and 4 rushing touchdowns. So there's good arguments being made for two teams. Then Bryce Perkins did blow out the Defenders 38-14 in week 6 with the games. I mean, again, it's just, to be honest, and it's also rough because Houston plays Panthers again, but also, went pass. And then for a touchback. And here comes Michigan's offense. How many more weeks of the UFL? So this is week 7. After that, we have 3 more weeks to go. So week 10 is the final regular season week. And then we have the XFL championships, the USFL championship, and then the UFL championship. Ryan Nelson is a motion capture acting for EA Sports, Madden, and NCAA franchises? What the freak? That's awesome. That's such a great job. That's such a nice job to have. So, season that goes fast. Yeah, it's a relatively small season, but hey, we're in the beginning. There's sponsorships now, and then we're trying to look for an expansion. Then that's what we're aiming for. We're aiming to grow. We just want to take baby steps. Baby steps. Uh, 42.5 for both teams. 1st and 10. Perkins handing it off. Looks like that is McRae. And McRae several yards on the play. He gets several. We have about 3 minutes left of the first quarter. So this is week 7. Week 7. Hell, I will not stream it because I'm not going to stream it all next week because your boy is walking the stage. He's walking the stage in his for a college. So, but feast your eyes. Next week is the tank. Next week, Friday, is the Tank Bowl. Oh, there's a ball popped out. That's a fumble, and Arlington is going to take it back. And touchdown, Renegades. Did it come loose, though? That's a question. Let's check and see. Oh, that's fumble. That's a fumble. Well, the question was he touched? And there's the ball. So, is Steve's going to challenge that or no? It's not reviewable because it was a dead play. I see. Perkins thrown in the middle. He finds Cianci Manor. 45-50. Down the right sideline. He'll be out at the 36-yard line of Arlington territory. So, a fumble that did not happen because of Florida progress being stopped. So, very unfortunate for the Renegades. Very unfortunate. And 23 was definitely in the right place. The ball was just out of his reach. Just great ball placement from Perkins. Perkins rolling to his right. He's going to throw on the run. He had a man open, but just overthrew Malik Turner with 2nd down and 10. But again, so if you're joining here, hello, this is Panthers and Renegades. If you like this kind of content I'm giving you guys, make sure you hit the like button and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. And hopefully I'll produce more videos when I can. Not going to do it as often, but when I make a video, I'll make sure I'll give you guys the best videos as I can. Drop it back as Perkins. He's going to throw a dart in the middle, incomplete. And that's a nice bat down. Tentative for Malik Turner. That was bat down by 46. And that was Miles Dorn, the free safety, with the bat down. So we might do one more play before we're going to reach to the end of the second quarter. The end of the first, my bad. Perkins is 3 for 8, 57 yards. So it looks like it might be a 4-man rush here. 5-man wide out, empty backfield. Perkins is going to throw it to the sideline. He's down. He's down before the first down. He was on his knees, and then Ajeen Harris touched Turner while his knee was down, and he did not get the first. So now this will be the end of the first quarter. I'm surprised I was able to find a game on TV. Yeah, it's on Fox. I don't have ESPN Plus, fortunately. Yeah, this game is on Fox. And then Houston versus Birmingham will be on ABC, and then Memphis, and then St. Louis versus Memphis will be on ESPN at 3. Also Knicks at 4. Dude, the Knicks. 2 games in, and they made 2 20-point comebacks. I'm not big on the NBA, all right? I am not big in the NBA, but 2 games in, and they already made 2. I repeat, 2 20-point comebacks. That is outstanding from the Knicks. And they do play again today. They're gonna make Boston shiver the timbers. Dun, 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 dun. I was at a Yankee game a few years ago against the Red Sox, and I heard lots of fans chanting "Every Boston." Man, welcome to sports rivalry. I feel like that is going to be the same thing when it's Ohio State and Michigan, because I feel like MSG Madison Square Garden, yeah. But yeah, that's going to be at Madison Square Garden. Tyler Show waking up in the morning, there's like a duck just like he's like pointing to himself. Man, I got this one little piece of hair strand. Yeah, no, Shannon Harris should be. No, I feel like Shannon Harris should be the official head coach of the Defenders. If he's not, for us Defenders fans, we're gonna freaking riot. Like we are gonna riot. You know what else, Robert? I think is the tense Ravens Steelers. Oh my goodness. It's like every time you see an intense rivalry, it's like get yourself a bag of popcorn. 4th and 1, they're gonna go for it. QB sneak up in the middle. Perkins got it easily, 2 yards or 3 yards right there. Easily got it. Just go right up the middle. That's what you can do. He like pretends to sneak up and then he went just slightly to the side. That's how you do it. That is how you do it. All right, anyways, 1st and 10 from the 24 for the Panthers. Ross in motion. He's going to go back. And Parker's going to keep it to himself. And he's going to run. He gets the first down past the 10. Shakes off a tackle. Fumbles it, but he gets it back. That is touchdown for the Panthers. What a run from Perkins. Wow. Bryce Perkins is that guy. Like he was about to celebrate, and he fumbled, and then he was lucky to have the ball there, and he got it back himself. You gotta be careful, man. You gotta be careful with celebrating, dude. That was almost karma right there. SMU and TCU. 1-point conversion does not make it. So the score will stay 6-3. Panthers in the lead over the Renegades. SMU versus TCU. You think religious school rivalries wouldn't be more intense than Argentina and Uruguay? Oh, SMU TCU. Yeah, I heard they do play like every year. I think. Yeah, because SMU is Southern Methodist and TCU is Texas Christian University. What is an intent? I mean, Liberty is definitely strongly religious. Notre Dame, definitely. I think Duke's religious too. And I heard like Liberty really puts strict rules into its campus. Hold on, I'm gonna look that up. Liberty. I'm gonna look up Liberty University strict rules. I'm gonna look this up. Try any college in North Carolina. They're all religious AF. I mean, Duke. I mean, the only thing I can think of is like Duke and Wake Forest. Like that's the schools I think, colleges I think that have some religious aspect to it. So Liberty they have a curfew. Their curfew is mainly midnight, but on Wednesdays curfew as 10 p.m. Friday, Saturday night's curfew is 12:30. Curfew does not mean you must be asleep at that time. It means you have to be on your hall or in your dorm room. Okay. And of course, there are dress codes, class and casual. Hats and hoods are discouraged inside of classrooms or convocation. There are wearing reasonably modest shirt and shorts or pants, meaning not showing excess amount of skin is acceptable. Okay. On or off campus, so no drugs or like no alcohol. But wow. Yeah, so a little bit of like religious. Puka Nakua getting interviewed. Yeah, Liberty is the farthest thing. It's a party school. Yeah. Yeah, party school. Yeah, great Puka Nakua is watching his brothers play on the Panthers. That is just amazing. My college is very chill, but nothing bad happens. Lucky, well, good for you. And here comes the Renegades on the return, and he's going to be forced out at the 22-yard line. So Luis Perez will be back. So can the offense click for the Renegades? That is definitely a big, big question. See, that was Jaden Price. I believe that was the return man. So 14-11 until halftime. Arlington is down by 3. All teams have 3 timeouts and have a challenge. So here we go. First down to 10 for the Renegades. Handing off to D.D. Hunter, and D.D. Hunter is going to lose 2 yards on the play. And that is a 2-yard loss. That was by, I think that was 23. No, it was number 32 on here. That was Kendrick Whitehead on the Panthers making that tackle for loss. And there's kind of Kua, number 21, defensive back, just playing strong safety. Dropping back is Luis Perez and pump fakes, and Perez is going to get sacked. Ball pops out. And who's going to get the ball? And it looks like Michigan has the ball back. Will get the ball back after a fumble on Perez. Oh, gosh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. No idea. Who hit him? 91 caused a forced fumble. That was Ron Stone Jr. with the strip sack. And he just went down with it. Then 63 tried to pick it up, but he didn't manage to pick it up. So there you go with that aspect. And then there was a penalty on the play. Oh, Arlington got it back. Oops. So Arlington got it back. So, well, there you go. False alarm. Whew. Like say it was 63 that recovered it. That was left tackle Ricky Lee with the recovery. So false alarm. It is 3rd and 9 from the 23. Perez will get the ball. He's looking. He's going to throw on a run to the sideline. Almost gets picked off. Incomplete. I think that was 18 on the Panthers. That was Kenny H. Lovely. And he just undercut. He undercuts Winstead. Almost picked this. And he almost picked it off. Would have been huge, but defense is definitely there for the Panthers. So luckily not a fumble recovery, but you're going to punt this away to the Panthers. Oh. Oh, there's a first down because apparently there was a holding call on number 19 on Adonis Alexander with holding. So automatic first down for the Renegades. So 1st and 10. And that is a 3-year pickup for the Renegades. Also, you might be wondering, where's Caleb Lodge on the Renegades? He's going to miss the rest of the regular season. He's going to miss the season. He has suffered a season-ending injury, so he will not be back on the Renegades. So right now is D.D. Hunter's time to shine. And then helmet popped out. That is Carter as he tackles D.D. Hunter, and that will be a gain of 1. So 3rd and 6 for Arlington. That's TJ Carter. That was the player's name. It's crazy. This is the last week. This is the last home game for the Renegades. Did not expect that to be the case. 3rd down 6. Dropping back. Perez throwing to the sticks. He got his man, Deontay Burnett, with the first down. I think I'm a tiny bit ahead in terms of watching. Oh, no. I'm expecting everybody to be ahead of watching me because, ever since I got my dad got me the new cable box because we got rid of our old cable. I've been realizing that no matter what happens, I'm always going to be the one fall behind, So always expect me to be a bit behind of you guys. Play action Perez. Perez is going to go deep towards middle. And it was tipped around for Sal Cannella, incomplete. And there's a flag on the field. Maybe holding on Arlington. Maybe. Holding on defense, number 42. So an automatic first down automatic first down. Oh, there's a little hold. He kind of twisted him around. And he almost got that. Yeah, it was 32. Whew. That was Kendrick Whitehead that turned him around. So 1st and 10. Rolling to his right, Perez. He's going to go deep right side. He finds a man. Oh my gosh. He almost had Peyton. Almost had Peyton. He was beating his man. It was just out of his reach. And he even made DJ Miller slip too. So close. So close. That could have been an easy 6 right there. That was touchdown right there. Oh, man, that bites. That bites. Perez going to hand this off to Hunter, and Hunter shaking off tackles, and he gets a gain about 3 up to the 49-yard line. Going up the middle. So third down. So even if you don't make it, there's a chance that you can try to pin him deep, but you can't can't kick it out of bounds because that will be touchback. If you kick it out of bounds inside the 25-yard line and no player touch it. So third down and 7. Perez dropping back. He's going to throw it to the sideline. And there is a catch right there. That is Peyton. And they're saying incomplete. They're saying he did not get the 2 feet down. Let's see this again. So let's see. No. Oh my gosh. He barely doesn't. So close. He was so close to get it. Oh, that sucks for Peyton. They're going to review it. And they're going to check that left foot. It's official review, so no challenge from Arlington, but he catches it. But the right foot's down, no question. But the question is, does he get the left toe to drag? So right foot, you can't tell. That's the problem. You can't really tell. It's like he's going to drag, but then it stops like right there. It's like barely. But then when he gets out of bounds, that's when you see the gap between the shoe and the ground. But yeah, so they're gonna let the play stand. There's just not enough evidence to overturn it. So 4th and 7 Renegades, and they will punt it away. Punt is away. Brilliant. Oh, that's brilliant. He managed. Marquette came with the punt. And 23, who was that? Wow, Jaden Price comes over and he jumped and hit the ball before it touched inbounds. Beautiful. And Winningham finished the job. Brilliant special teams play, panning them deep. Good job, Arlington. Give Arlington credit for that. Really good. Really good. Pretty good stuff. But now, can the Panthers, they got to get themselves out of there. The Panthers. They're at a point where a safety could potentially happen here. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, 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 bum. Good. So, red black. Brahma's Showboats. There's your game right there. Next Friday. Next week Friday. Oh man. Oh, my dad did not like blackberry Dr. Pepper. He did not like it. The toilet bowl in the Alamo Dome. You are dang right, my friend. It is indeed a toilet bowl. You think Houston and the Showboats was good enough? Nope. Don't mind the Brahmas and the Showboats. Bryce Perkins, 4 for 9, 66 yards, but 2 rushes, 66 yards, and a touchdown. Is this ever going to be game of the year? It's going to be absolute crap. Yep, no between. There's going to be no between. Arlington only has 9 rushing yards, but both have 5 first downs. Oh, they call it a touchback? Oh, come on. That's stupid. Damn. They called it a touchback, so they're at the 25. And there's McCrary, and McCrary just managed to run 6 as he was running towards the right sideline. We have about 8 minutes left until we have reached halftime. And then we're going to, of course, give our beautiful thoughts about this game. If I'm being honest, I don't know. Depending on how the schedule goes, I don't know when will be the next UFL stream going to be. I'm not quite sure. We play action. They thought Perkins had it, but still just a little bit of a 1-yard gain for McCreary. $38.5 between Houston and Birmingham. That should be a good one. Houston and Birmingham should definitely be a good game. I could definitely sense that. Third down, 1 for 4 today. But here's 3rd and 13. And looks like we're going to have a timeout, and that timeout is going to be on the Panthers. I feel like by week 8, we might be able to have a glimpse of playoff implications, right? Think this for a second, all right? Think this. I feel like defenders, they won against the Brahmas, right? They won against the Brahmas. Say if Arlington loses, right? Say if Arlington loses, and then defenders and Renegades play and DC wins, I feel like the defenders there has a playoff spot. Right there. Playoff spot. Cubs, Mets, Giants, Twins on Fox tonight. Should be good ones. Cubs and Mets, definitely. 3rd and 3 for the Panthers on the 32. Perkins, shotgun, drop it back. He's going to look left. He's going to throw to the left sideline. Finds his man, Malik Turner, past the 40, past the 50, past the 45. He'll be out of the 42 in Renegade territory to the first down and much more. And the drive will continue as they continue to develop on offense. And he just made number 22 look kind of silly. He made Jamal Carter look silly with a little turnaround. And that's definitely how you do it. So at the 43, Malik Turner, 2 catches for 34 yards. And Perkins going to hand this one off. And he just lost. That was Toa Tawa. But he just gets sacked for 3. And that was Amani Bledsoe with that tackle for a loss, penetrating through the offensive line. Yeah, he's like, didn't give a damn and just flew in. And no damns given. Perkins. Oh, and Mariner drops it on the left hash. It was right to him, and he dropped it. It was more worried. He was trying to run instead of thinking of trying to catch it. So 3rd and 13. Excuse me. So 3rd and 13. Empty backfield for Perkins. Going to drop him back. Almost gets sacked by Odom, and he's going to run it. Does he get the first down? The answer is no. He's 5 yards away. Tackled at the 38. So, almost, but not there. That should have been a sack from Chris Odom. He had him. But Perkins, again, like he is just as slippery as butter. He's that you may think you get him like Chris Odom did there. But Perkins says, nope, you don't get me. Can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. Michigan's going to go for a 56-yard field goal for a BT Potter. And it is going to be just inside the upright, and it is good. BT Potter will score 3, and it is a 9-3 contest in Arlington and Choctaw Stadium. It looked like it was not going to make it, but it just barely made it. Okay. There you go. A field goal, 9-3 game. So now, what does Arlington do? What does Arlington do? Mm-hmm. All right, so thus, who do you think is gonna just miss out on the playoffs? Like, who is going to be the team that is going to be very disappointed of not being the playoffs? I feel like the Brahmas 100%. Yeah, I feel like either Arlington or Battlehawks 100%, because I feel like it's safe to say defenders are in. Safe to say, but it's not fully guaranteed. But what you call it? But it's like Renegades. It's like here, yeah, it's fair. But yeah, for like it's like Renegades. Reason why they can't make it, can't close out games. Battlehawks, They were just injured. So it's like no matter who, it's like, Ooh, the rookie mini camps. And then here it comes the kickoff, taking it to the 40, taking it from the 12, and he'll be down to 21. Didn't really take it up that far. Yeah, sad and hurtful. No, I do agree with you. Feel like Tugboat's probably doing something. Let him take his time. I always like allowing people to take his time. First and 10, Perez. Oh, I thought I was going to get intercepted. TJ Carter was right in front of Deontay Burnett on the left hash. And second and 10 is there. Just doing a wellness check. Yeah, just doing a wellness check. Hey, we always check on each other. Oh my goodness. So Ted, the movie Ted, the teddy bear. They're getting an animated series. Following events after Ted 2. So this is a sequel series. I'm excited for that. Ooh, and that's Tyler Vaughn. Tyler Vaughn gets the first down. Why not, man? No, the Ted TV show on like Peacock about teenager Johnny. That was the funniest. That was like one of, if not the funniest things I've seen on television in a bit. Like it just gets me rolling. Well, I mean, why not? I mean, at least it's not like getting alternate actors. They still bringing back Mark Wahlberg and Seth MacFarlane. Ted 2. Yeah, no, Ted 2, Liam Neeson in the freaking cereal box. Perez is gonna get sacked. Dang, and he took him down hard. Wow, that's a takedown right there. That is Kenny Wilkes that I mentioned in the beginning. Yeah, Ted 2, I feel like had more moments than Ted 1, in my opinion. But one of the things I realized when I was watching Ted was have you seen the movie Critters? The horror movie Critters in the 80s? And there's a screen from D.D. Hunter past the 30, and he gets down at the 35 from second to 17. No, okay, so they're like little creatures. They're like hairy little creatures. They roll around and they just unalive people, right? It's like a horror movie. But the main character of the movie, and we're at a 2-minute warning. The main character of that movie plays the dad on the Ted in the Ted prequel show. His name is Scott Grimes, I believe. I was like, no way, it's that kid, and he friggin' wow. All right, hold on. All right, you know what? Since we're in the topic, since now we're in a topic about movies. Favorite comedy movie? Go. Favorite comedy movie? Hit me with your best shot. Since April 20th, the Royals have won 16 in the last 18 games. Last time the Royals won 16 18 games was 1978. Dang. Andy Adam Sandler movie. Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison. Is it Billy Madison? Yeah, Billy Madison. The Longest Yard, The Water Boy. Those were definitely classics. My favorite is The Hangover. That is definitely that is my favorite comedy film. My other favorite is Spaceballs. That is definitely how you make a satire go right. Oh, yes. Ooh, Mason Taylor, the Jets rookie tight end, changed the number from 46 to 85. Favorite horror movie? Favorite horror movie. Oh, there are definitely some good ones out there. I mean, there's horror and then there's thriller movies. Like thriller movies sometimes can play out as horror at times. But favorite horror. Where's the good ones? Um, Netflix's The Babysitter was good. I like that one. Ready or Not was good. You know what? I'm excited to watch with Dana find the new Final Destination movie. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for that one. That one's gonna be good. Yeah, it's a great movie. I agree with you. They're in an 8, drop it back. Perez throwing deep left sideline. Catch by Tyler Vaughn at the 49. Drive continues for Arlington. And Arlington gets the ball back. Arlington gets the ball back in the second half. Scream? I need to watch Scream. Like, I've seen bits and pieces, but I haven't watched it. And there's Dottie Hunter, and he's going to get a gain of 3 or gain of 2. I've got to watch it. I know. I'm living under a rock here. I know. There's definitely a lot of movies I have not seen, like a lot of popular movies. Because I'm autistic. I'm a picky bastard. I'm a picky bastard. And there's the flag. Next is going to be possibility of false start. It was the first horror movie you ever watched. Dang, good for you, man. You picked yourself a good one. It's not horror, but you could play as horror. Megan. Megan was good. 2020's The Invisible Man. That one was really good too. Those two were really good too. And that was it was a remake of The Invisible Man that originally came out in the 30s. So you said you're 13 for Arlington. Perez, he's gonna run up and he's gonna slide. Oh, and he hits him as he was sliding. But they're not gonna throw a flag on there. So we got about a minute remaining. Perez dropping back. He's gonna roll to his right. He's gonna throw on the run in the middle, and he gets his man. That's Burnett. He will be down near the right ash at the 34-yard line. Clock will stop temporarily. Eiffel on my monitor trying to why. Coach my eyes out. Excuse me. My two favorite Disney films. I love Emperor's New Groove and Wreck-It Ralph. Those are my two favorites. And they're gonna stay with my two favorites because it's Emperor's New Groove. It was just very funny. It's just very funny. Okay. See what I mean? Manny just goes in and out, in and out, in and out. Dumbo and Curse of the Black Pearl. Good one. And Arlington had used the timeout there. So 1st and 10 from the 34. Perez, he's gonna hand it off to D.D. Hunter. He was trying to cut right, but he slipped. 3-yard gain. He could have gotten more if it wasn't for his slipping. So yeah, right. Everest New Groove is so underrated. Woke up late for work. Car retired in this game. Sounds boring. Good Saturday. There's a cop at Burnett, and he just got hit hard. They're at the 19-yard line, so red zone for the Renegades. Yeah, I mean, Thomas. I mean, yeah, Carr retired. That was definitely a surprise right there. I mean, I don't think the game is outright boring by any means. I don't think that's the case. I mean, we still got a whole half to go. Oh, that could be roughing the passer. It hit him in the helmet. It hits him in the chin part of the helmet, and Burnett just got roughed up right there. Carr wasn't. No, here's the thing, right? Carr wasn't terrible. It's just when it is time with the Saints. One, he was on the Pete Carmichael offense, and number two, he can't stay healthy. And then that shoulder injury happened this offseason, and it was just too much for him. Perez throws it for the end zone, catches it. Is that a touchdown? They're going to call the touchdown with Tyler Bonds. And we're going to be tied at 9. I might take a good look at it again. I thought it bounced. Debatable, extremely and unarguably debatable. But also at the same time, see, has his hand. Does he contain possession? Still contact. So I say, yeah, that looks like a touchdown right there. Yeah, it was a good win. Definitely a good win. So, Thomas, if Battlehawks win, the Brahmas are eliminated from playoff contention. Just a good dive attempt. I thought that hit the ground, but it didn't. Say psych right now. Say psych right now. Say psych right now. His knee was down. His knee and elbow was down. That constitutes one thing, and apparently Michigan is throwing a super challenge. Oh, they're gonna that's gonna be holding. Oh, that's holding. They're calling it a holding on the right tackle. Oh my gosh. It was a touchdown, but they're going to call that back. Holding. Good call from Mike Nolan. 100% good call. Wow. That was a one-timeout loss. It was 59 holding on the Wilkes. And that's going to be, 10-yard penalty. Kenny Wilkes was being held by right tackle Adrian Ely. Ely. I wonder if he's been related to Coney Ely. Like that. Catches one's attention, I guess. In other news, I'm retiring from the podcast. Really? You're retiring from the podcast? Super Challenge should be in the NFL. No, it should. No, yeah, it definitely should. 1st and 20. Caught by Vaughns, but he will step out for a gain of 6. Did you tell the others that's what you were doing, Thomas? Is that what it is? Wow, I guess you're just that busy, right? Are you just that busy? Just a role change. Second down 4 for Arlington. Dropping back, Perez for South Cantella, incomplete. 11 seconds, so they're starting at 14. A role change. Yeah, the Packers, definitely suggested the tush push. You just do one thing. Get good. Just get good. And here comes a run, trying to make the field goal a bit easier, but you got to get down quickly, and you got to call timeout right now. And there is a final timeout right there for Arlington. But no, that super challenge on the holding was definitely a clever one from Mike Nolan. It was definitely a good one. Seriously, I need to get a grip on reality. I'm tired of teams trying to ban the tush push. It's like, you know what? I hate the tush push, but it's like, I mean, if you have a good offensive lineman like the Eagles do, screw it. Do it. Just do it. No question. No question about that. So now the Renegades. Yeah, everything wants a tush push now. Well, they've run their own variation of the tush push. 33 yards. Up and good. Sorry, I meant to get rid of the touchdown. That's my bad. So 9-6. It is 9-6. Arlington will, instead of a touchdown, to get a field goal after getting wiped off. I forgot to change the scoreboard after they wiped it off. But yeah. So there you go. So 9-6. It's not too terrible of a game. I'm unable to balance work and podcast anymore. I'm now going to have to work every Tuesday because your coworker calls out that day. You chose to sacrifice the podcast to make everybody's life at work easier. I mean, yeah, you don't want to. I mean, it makes sense. You don't want to make it. You definitely do not. You just gotta do what you need to do. If you're having trouble balancing it, you kind of sometimes like choices that you make best for you can be the hardest. No one does like it. No one does it like the Eagles do. That's the thing, because the Eagles they mastered that. They mastered that craft. And but now, since the tush push is on the radar, so you told Logan and SRG they understand, and you're having a final appearance on Wednesday. Oh yeah, Wednesday's the that's right. Wednesday's the scheduled release. Yeah, it's not even close. It's not our fault that we're so good at it. Just get good. That's exactly, and that's also exactly why what urinating tree said. Just get freaking good at it. Just get good. Perkins 5'11", 91 yards. Perez is 11 for 17, 141 yards. I feel like defensively, 1 sack Kenny Wilkes and Ron Stone. So each team has sack Money Bledsoe with 1. It's just a low scoring game, but like we'll definitely get more points and heading away. At least it's a close game instead of being a total out, you know? Dun, dun, dun. If football is fun, dang right it's fun. Minor league baseball. Oh, minor league. The Battlehawks call him Max Dugan, Mad Max. Gotta bounce. Good to see you, Lena. Good to see you, Red Black. Hope you have yourself a great rest of your day, man. Hope you have yourself a good rest of your day. Today's the 70th anniversary of the Muppets. Wow. 70 years. That's unbelievable. Oh, yeah. That's another good horror film. Hard Eyes. Hard Eyes in my opinion, that was a fantastic horror film right there. I love that movie. I remember me and Dana seeing it in theaters on the week before Valentine's Day. It was epic. But yeah, it's almost time for the Call of Duty League. We got Heretics, Cloud 9, Rocker, Gorilla Mates, These Falcons, Royal Ravens, and Optic. Cloud 9 beating FaZe. That's definitely an upset right there. And one, because since now I'm working full time. It's like since I'm not working full time now, and I feel like I'm not gonna rush making videos. I might just focus on a project or two that I could release over the summer. And streaming, and then my streams is mainly for over the weekend and stuff like that. $2 beers, $2 beers. You got to pay tolls according to SRG. Oh, I don't have to pay crap for anything. Let's see. Oh yeah, Thomas. So you play Memphis next week. So you play Memphis coming up. Then you're gonna be home against the Stallions. That's gonna be a good one between you and SRG. Can you do what my team can? Can you do what my team can do? um. See you later, Tug. I hope you have yourself a great rest of your day. Um. In week 9, who do you play week 9? I think it's the Brahmas, and then you play us again. Yeah, then you play us again. Check the league schedule. I'm gonna check to see the following week. So, excuse me. Oh, and also, by the way, Stallions, Battlehawks, and Panthers versus Roughnecks. They're gonna play at the same time. So, depending on where you live, you're gonna get one of the two games. You're gonna get one of the two games. Yeah, Battlehawks and Brahmas is on Friday. I'm looking back on these games to see like what games was the most shocking. Defenders over Stallions was definitely shocking. I'm gonna beat the fraudulent Stallions. Defenders St. Louis. That was something. Memphis beating the Stallions was definitely I think week 5 Showboats versus Stallions was the most shocking game. It was definitely the biggest upset. But Bet's game was Defenders Renegades. I mean, it's the highest. It was the highest scoring game. Yeah, it's the highest scoring game this season, and highest scoring game, and the fact that Arlington choked a 15 point lead was definitely shocking too. Renegades winning games. Yeah, sweeping the Showboats and beating and demolishing the Brahmas was definitely I didn't expect, but it's the fact that Jalen Clendon is took over and he's been good. He's been good. But now like you might be thinking, okay, will their efforts be enough for the Roughnecks to beat the Stallions? You know? Will that be enough? Maybe. Maybe. The Roughnecks, yeah, Stallions, then they play Panthers, then Defenders, and then they're gonna play Panthers again. There ain't no way they are training for Sean Watson. There is just no freaking way. I mean, why would we pay 2 years, $40 million deal to Justin Fields then? Excuse me. His source says, I'm a troll. You're the grumpy old troll that lives under the bridge. And that's it. You're just a grumpy old troll that lives under the bridge. Enough said. Excuse me. I'm a little under the weather this week, so I'm lucky. I'm just lucky enough that I am better. Hmm. Toyota. So I don't know. I'm just losing right now. But so yeah, so Thomas. So if the Sea Dragons, if they do manage to come back, I bet you're gonna immediately switch your fan base to the Sea Dragons over their Battlehawks. I will definitely say that. Definitely. I really want to see the Sea Dragons back. I think they can do it. Seattle Dragons, Seattle Sea Dragons. Regardless, it's good on paper for me. All right, so we're about to start the third quarter. Arlington will get the ball back. Yeah, it's so funny. You went to your team's biggest rivals in the first place. No, yeah, that is funny. And what's funny was like, yeah, I just don't know. It's like Seattle should. I feel like they should have had 10 teams to start with, not 8. You know, I feel like they should have started with 10. Put Seattle in. But I guess it's baby steps. But the real question is, when are they going to announce the expansion? The expansion. But here we go with a kickoff. Oh, that did not land. Oh no, that did not land on the landing zone. That landed on the 21. Flag that. Thank you. But what the Panthers have been doing is they've been kicking the ball like a melon wise, because yeah, the 40-yard line, it did not land in the landing zone. Yeah, my word, I'll go to Seattle to watch the Battlehawks Sea Dragons next season. Oh, 100%. Oh, dude, that's gonna be an awesome game right there. Renegades, 0 touchdowns in the last 21 drives. So they last scored a touchdown back in week 5 against Defenders, the game they choked against. And Kenny Wilkes just annihilated D.D. Hunter, several yards losses in the backfield. I feel like ever since Arlington choked that lead against DC, and there's an old lineman down on the field. That is Garrett McGinn, the right guard, down on the field, and we're gonna go right to commercial break already. But that game, it's like this, right? But think this, right? You know, I was like the Falcons 28-3 lead. You know, the Bears and the double doink again in the wild card. I feel like, yes, I know Arlington won the XFL championship, right? But as of right now, when that game ended, having a 27-12 lead over DC, and then they had no touchdowns against the Battlehawks. They still have not, and they had a touchdown but got negated because they got a holding call. That game has been severely affecting them. Like, you think it's kind of is just affecting that? Mm-hmm. But my real question is like, if the Sea Dragons is coming back as the XFL team, who's going to be the USFL team? The New Orleans Breakers, bringing back the Oakland Invaders, have a team in Canton and call them the Bulldogs. Who knows? But hey, Thomas, your Mariners has been kicking some booty recently. I have been seeing like contending for first place is definitely something. You're still first, right? Yeah, you're still first. 3 games ahead. Even the freaking Athletics is right there. Wow. That's unbelievable. I can't believe the Athletics are doing all right. They're doing okay too this season. But we're back from the injury timeout. The right guard was the one that got hurt. So 2nd down and 12. Not offsides. You jump, but not offsides. Play action. Perez going deep. Right side. Trying to find a man. Did not look for the ball. And there's a flag right there. That's going to be on DJ Miller. He did not play for the ball as he was covering Sal Cannella. So he never turned. He was never turning on Sal Cannella. Philadelphia Stars not bad. Yeah, he was not turning around. He just got in front of him, and that got him in the way of trying to go for the ball. Sorry, DJ Miller. That is pass interference. 9-series win streak. Kick ass. Something the Braves can't do. Deontay Burnett in motion. There's pistol formation. And they're going to do a trickery here. Perez, he's going to dump it off to Hunter, and Hunter gets the first down. He breaks 3, past the 30, past the 25. He's going to get down probably around the 23-yard line. So a little trickery that kind of worked out well for the Renegades. So there you go. They just forgot about D.D. Hunter back there. It's like, hey, I'm over here. Couldn't go downfield because Cannella was guarded up. So why not throw the Hunter? Hunter's definitely a good option. First and 10, 23. And 23. Cannella goes in motion. Handing off to Hunter. He's going to go up to the left hash. Okay, that's a 4 or 5 yard gain for D.D. Hunter. This is definitely the drive that gets them motivated. This is definitely a drive. So a drive that they definitely need. Sag down 5 at the 18. Throws it quick to Burnett. Burnett will get a first down. He's tackled at the 10, so we're going to get first and goal for Arlington. Burnett has been doing really good. Burnett is definitely doing good. Burnett has 4 catches for 45 yards. Sal Cannella has 3 of them for 63. So those are the big names that are catching the balls tonight. They're catching some balls tonight. And we already have a timeout by Arlington. Bringing back the New Jersey Generals. As long as Donald Trump is not owning the team. As long as Donald Trump is not owning the team. That's all I care about. But no, the New Jersey General should get back. Bring back New Jersey. Why not play at Piscataway, New Jersey? Either you play at Piscataway, New Jersey, where the Rutgers play, or you can play that at bring back MetLife Stadium like the New York Guardians. No, the New York Guardians is also a good one in the XFL conference. Oh, trickery again, but it's Tyler Vaughns, and he just lost so much. That was a bad play call from Arlington. That's what you called that timeout for? Just to lose 6. Now was Holton Allers. And kind of Kua disrupted it. He didn't tackle him, but he helped the disruption of this trick play. Nobody was blocking Nakua. Who was blocking kind of Kua? 4-man rush coming in for the Panthers. Perez goes up, and he will not gain anything. And that is Mike Tafua with the tackle. Now you have 3rd and long. They had to go for the end zone now for Luis Perez. Arlington has to score a touchdown. It's been 21 drives since they scored a touchdown. You talk about back again in week 5. Perez fires a check down. Why would you go for a check down? Try to go for the end zone. Why are you going check downs on 3rd and long? What the hell is Bob Stoops doing? What is he doing? What the freak? Gotta go back to CFB 25. We should also, or we could wait until College Football 26 comes out. Think of like all the big things that we're seeing, That will be amazing. 29-yard attempt. Kick is up, and it's good. So we are finally tied at 9 between two teams. Renegades with the 3 field goals, and the Panthers with the touchdown and the field goal with a rushing touchdown by Perkins earlier. Yeah, I haven't played Tracker Quest in a long time. I haven't played it in a bit. I thought I changed it. Guess they didn't. Oh well. Yeah, it's been a long time. I think my PlayStation Plus account expired. So I gotta make sure I need to activate it. Make sure I activate it. It's just again, like we're just so busy with our lives, I mean, that's what happens when we get older. Like we are more we're having a more realization that your 3 months are already done. Yeah, I think so. Because I think I last because I last activated back in like around Christmas time, and then there you go. But yeah, so again, it's like And also, again, like we're just busy. It's like I don't have much time as much as I like to, you know? We're all busy. And it's fine. We find a way to do things. And there's a little low kick. Fumble pops out! And the Renegades have recovered it. Fumble on the kickoff. And Arlington gets it back. There's your momentum for the Renegades. Wow. Wow. It was recovered by Nico Bolden. And the ball just popped right out. That was Samson Nakua fumbling. Boop. You gotta run. All right, Thomas. I hope you have yourself a good one, man. The ball just popped out. And Nico Bolden, great hustle from him. And that's instant red zone opportunity at the 18 for Arlington. There was a quick one to Vaughn's. That's a gain of 8. That's a gain of 7 at the 11. And Chris Claybrooks, I think that's the name. No, that's Jamal Carter with the forced fumble and Samson Nakua. Definitely not happy with that. And Jamal Carter with the turnover hat for Arlington. Out the Hunter, and he just got immediately met by TJ Carter. TJ Carter had himself a nice day today. Nice day for TJ. He just shot himself through that 8. Well, he shoves him out of the way, and he just immediately met up with Hunter. So now 3rd down, Arlington needs this 1st down. This is the momentum that we've been talking about. Third down and 7 for Arlington. They gotta get going. But drop it back. Perez going for the end zone. And incomplete. Wow. Just did not control it. But that was good by Kenny H. Lovely. That was definitely a good defensive play there. Another 33-yard, and then that kick is good. So, but for the first time, Arlington will take the lead 12-9. 12-9 lead for Arlington. So they did go for points, but they gotta get touchdowns. They have to get these touchdowns. So now the Panthers got to capitalize from that fumble. At least it wasn't a touchdown. That would have been worse. That would have been worse on the mentality-wise for Samson Nakua, because he could blame himself that, well, I fumbled and that led to a touchdown. So, damn. That was what it could have been. It was definitely what would have been. Yeah, so this is definitely an important game for Arlington to win. Because all right, you know what? Let's go ahead. Let's take a look at Arlington's team, all right? Let's take a look at their schedule, right? We're going to take a look at it together. All right. Let's see. Let's take a look at it. Arlington. They're going to travel to DC at Audi Field. Then they play Memphis, and they're going to play Promise. What do these three games have in common? They're all away games. And also they're all on ABC. There you go. Defenders is definitely tough. This was the team they faced against that choked in week 5. But on paper, Memphis and San Antonio could be a easy win for them. I'm not gonna say they're gonna win them, but I'm not saying they can 100% win them because in the world of football, nothing is guaranteed. But Memphis and San Antonio can put up a fight when needed. They can put up a fight when needed. And here comes Devin Ross. He gets to the 30. He will be stopped at the 32-yard line. So Michigan now trailing for the first time in this game. So Perkins needs to step up and try to get the offense on the field, but Nakua fumbled it. Yeah, Nakua fumbled, and that was not good. Sayosi Marin, 57 yards. I mean, I feel like he should be a target to throw to. No Marcus Sims, because Marcus Sims is Roughnecks. And by the way, Marcus Sims will face his former team, the Panthers, next week. And speaking of Marin, here it is. That's a gain of 5 at the 38, near the right hash. And then if you look for Panthers. Panthers play Roughnecks, Stallions, and Roughnecks. Drop it back. Perkins throws in the middle. He finds his man. That's Gunnar Oaks. He's a madman when he's there. Gets to the 45 in Renegade territory. Michigan has a good tight end. Cole Hicatini, Gunnar Oaks. Definitely good. Yeah, so they play Arlington now, and now we're going to play at Houston and at Birmingham. That's going to be a rough stretch there because Houston's 3-3. They're not terrible. And then they play Roughnecks again, but they're going to be at Ford Field this time. Gunnar Oaks, 1 TD, 123 yards. First down at 10. Play action. Perkins throws in the middle. He finds his man. And that is Jalen Moore. I believe that is the name. Jalen Moore with a catch. That's definitely a 100% of first down for the Panthers. Right there. First down at 10 at the 29. So marching down the ball clearly for the Panthers there. Going to hand it off to Toatawa, but he's not going to gain anything there. He's going to get stuffed. So right now, the Arlingtons are doing a good job of stuffing the run game because they know that the Panthers love to get physical with Toatawa. I mean, he was really well against the defenders last week. But now the Arlington found their number against that run game. But now it's like, can you contain Perkins and covering the receivers like Mariner, Malik Turner, Cole Hicatine, and Gunnar Oaks? Most of the rushing yards is from Perkins. And Perkins will throw it to Tawa, past the 20, past the 10, and he's almost a touchdown. He will be down at the 4. Tawa with a brilliant catch and run on the right sideline. So here we go. First down and goal A touchdown will take the lead. They have 3 cracks at it. And oh no, he mishandled the handoff. And that's turnover for the Panthers. Seriously? And that was Willie Taylor with the fumble recovery. Oh, that ball security was not there in the handoff. What was that? Oh my gosh. That's a second turnover from Michigan. That's oh, Michigan. Did they smear the ball with their did they smear butter with their hands or something? What the? They just smeared the ball with their hands. Because now Samson Nakua fumbles and now Bryce Perkins fumbles. What a waste of a drive. A waste of a drive by the Panthers. Oh. Oh my goodness. What the hell, Michigan? What the hell? You really fumbled. Twice. 2 fumbles lost in 1 quarter. If you're a Stallions fan, then you're going to be happy with that. Hello, Jillian. How you doing today? The UFL playoff race is like the Kentucky Derby. It's tight, but just now the Panthers just lost their second fumble, and Willie Taylor coughed it up. So Renegades are going to have the ball inside of their own 10. But oh my gosh. So if you missed it, Samson Nakua of the Panthers fumbled on the kickoff. Panthers got a field goal. And then first and goal of the 4-yard line in Renegade territory, Perkins fumbled the handoff and the Renegades recovered it. They just smeared their hands with butter. Did they smear their hands with butter to get themselves ready for the second half? Like, I don't understand. That's freaking crazy. Yeah, in this case, like, and the Renegades, this is the best chance to stay in the playoffs. So yeah, in this case, it is like the Kentucky Derby. In that case, at least it's sunny. It was rainy at the Kentucky Derby when I saw. And there's a catch from Tyler Vaughn. He will be out at around the 12. And there's a turnover hat for the Renegades. And again, this is the last home game of the Renegades, which feels early. And he still holds on to his turnover ball. Willie Taylor has 5 sacks, and he got a fumble recovery. Good for him. Saw Cannell try to get in motion. Perez hands it off to Hunter. Hunter goes right to the right hash. Gets a gain of 3 at the 15, so they are it's 3rd and short, 3 and 2. But Arlington, not very consistent on offense ever since they choked a 15-point lead against the defenders. That is definitely, I think that was the turning point of the season for Arlington, but kind of a bad way. Because it's like ever since they choked that, because since week 5, they have not scored a touchdown. They didn't score it last week, and they have not this season. Not this week. But Perez will get the first down with a quarterback rush. And that's not Perez. That is Holton Allers with the rush. And they're going no huddle. He's in. Where's Perez? Is he all right? Ooh, there's a lot of players jumping, but who jumped first? It looks like offside to me. We're getting jumpy. We are getting jumpy. Who is it on? False start. False start on 53. That's on DJ Renzo. DiRenzo. And he is, yeah, he jumped first. He's replacing Garrett McGinn, the right guard, who was injured at the beginning of the second half. So a little bit of a hiccup for him. 18th false start this season, most in the UFL. Oh, Arlington, you got to clean your mess up. Just not quality football. Perez will throw it to Fonz and just throw behind him. That's a bad throw. Bad throw for Perez. No. That was not a good throw. Bob Stoops not happy. I would not be happy too. 2nd and 15. You're at the 15. If that's not confusing. They got to get to the 29. Dropping back, Perez got to throw a quick one to Canal. Canal past the 20, past the 25, and he does get to the 29. Gets tackled, and I think that's just enough. Yes, just enough for the first down. Sal Canel's a beast. He is a beast. There's no question about that. No question about that. Like, what's his stat line now? I think he's just almost 100. 4 catches, 76 yards. No, he's definitely good. Oh, they didn't count that. 3rd and 1 then. Hand off the middle. Oh, I feel like if you just handed him off to him. But that's a big hit. There's a flag. That's Holton Allers. So why is Arlington running a 2 QB system? Hands to the face on the Panthers. Man. Hands to the face on the Panthers. Automatic first down. But I feel like if you just run it up the middle with Hunter, that's first down. Could be first down. Man. And then there's a big hit onto Seth Green. 6 penalties, 35 yards. 1st and 10. A shot pass to Javonte Payton. And he gets a gain of about 4, I think. Javonte Payton's a speedy one. He's definitely a fast receiver up in front. Deontay Burnett is definitely good too. Defensively, like the front 7 for Arlington is where it shines. Chris Odom, former Roughneck. There is Willie Taylor. He's doing good. Donald Payne is the core linebacker of that defense. Arlington has 47 plays, while Michigan has 30. Dropping back, Perez batted down, incomplete on 2nd and 7. And now we have 3rd down and 7. And who's it bat down by? TJ Carter. That defensive tackle had himself a good day. Good day indeed. A good day. 4 wideout set. It might be a blitz here. And that's going to be neutral zone infraction on maybe Michigan. Yep. So I figure out the difference. So offsides and encroachment, they let the play go, but neutral zone infraction on the defense, they stop the play. They stop the play if it's neutral zone infraction. But now it's 3rd and 2 instead of 3rd and 7, which it's a significant distance change here because you went from 3rd and long to 3rd and short. 30 seconds remaining of the 3rd quarter. Perez dropping back. He's going to throw a quick one to Vaughn. Vaughn shake a tackle off. He will slip on the 48-yard line. That is definitely a first down for Arlington. And I think right there, we have reached the 4th quarter. So we have 15 minutes remaining, ladies and gentlemen. Arlington is leading 12-9. Arlington has all points by field goals. Panthers had that touchdown, but they remain scoreless in the second half and fumbled the ball twice. And Arlington is currently trying to take advantage of taking that fumble recovery by Willie Taylor for them into more points. So we're in commercial break. Commercial break indeed. All right. Let's see how the internet is taking this so far. James Larson on X saying both Michigan and Arlington are doing their absolute best to find their ways to lose games. How does a team manhandle DC and struggle against Arlington? I don't know. That is the world of football. That is football in a nutshell. You do so well, like you manhandle one team, but then you struggle against like a team that is not as good as DC. That is football in a nutshell. I'm just going to put an XD. I'm serious. That's just football in a nutshell. It's like you do so well. You did so well against a team like DC, but then you're struggling against the Renegades. No, that's like we can beat the Stallions, the Renegades, and the Battlehawks, but we lose against the Brahmas on Easter. Okay. I mean, yeah, Jaden Daniels, South Duel, yeah, Justin Herbert. And they will meet in 2025. Nice. That'll be nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, that pass that Cornell Powell and DC watching the highlights now, that was brilliant. I had a feeling Cornell Powell would turn out to be good, and I was right. He did a good job stepping up after Ty Scott broke his arm against the Hawks back in week 3. But oh yeah, and Jordan Ta'amu has 60 career passing touchdowns. I feel like both teams are having a good job running against each other, but I feel like Michigan is the team that is having a lot of. You're making more mistakes, especially those 2 fumbles. Like the 2 fumbles are definitely not helping. They're not helping. At least Arlington scored every quarter. Michigan only scored all 9 in the second quarter. That was it. Arlington had a 3-point lead, but yeah. 1st and 10 on the 48-yard line. We're in the fourth quarter now. Should have just stayed back and passed it, and he just got wrecked. That is Kenny Wilkes. Big stuff run. The rushing attack is not there for Arlington. Arlington is definitely going to miss. Excuse me. They're going to miss Caleb Lodge badly. I think they miss Caleb Lodge. He was the core of that run game. 3 tackles for loss for Kenny Wilkes. 2nd and 16, throws it deep in the middle. Intended for Isaiah Whitehead. And there's the penalty. Defensive pass interference again. Panthers cannot catch themselves a freaking break here. They can't catch themselves a break. Wow. DJ Miller. That is DJ Miller with the pass interference. Covering Isaiah Winstead. So. I'm not kidding. Driving back, Perez throws it to Canella, and Canella will get about 6 on the play on the right side. I think that puts him in 80. Yeah, that was 82 yards. He has 82 yards of the day. $66 yards at the catch for Sal Canella. To have a 7-yard gain. Perez, play action, checks down again to Winstead. Winstead will be tackled on the left hash at the 28. And that is a first down for Arlington. So there's the offense for Arlington connecting. They are connecting on. They're starting to get a little bit in the groove here. But yeah, that pass interference, DJ Miller was just tackling him way too damn early. Yeah, the pull. Perez, he's going to go deep. Oh, what a pass from Bonds. And Bonds will run into the end zone. That is touchdown, Arlington. Tyler Bonds will score their first touchdown since week 5 against DC. And if they can get an extra point conversion at least, they can make it a 10-point game. They can make it a 2-possession game because remember, it is a 9-point possession game in the United Football League. That was beautiful from Tyler Vaughns. Goes in for the touchdown. 29 yards, going for 2. Perez will roll to his right, and he's going to try to run it, and the extra attempt is no good. So we are still 1-point possession, 1-possession game, 18-9 in this game. Just a great catch and a great maneuver by Bonds going in for the end zone for a touchdown, 29 yards for Tyler Bonds. Him and Sal Canella having themselves a good day. Have yourselves a good day, Canella and Bonds. And I swear, if Arlington freaking lose this game, I swear, if Arlington loses. And yeah, football in a nutshell. Get that guy. I'll give that guy a follow. Excuse me. Excuse me. But now Panthers, they're in danger. Here's the thing, man. Renegades beating the Panthers will be nice. That will be nice. That would be nice. Arby's. We have the meats. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. So, sideline video. The screen is blank. All right. Good coverage. I don't even know how he managed to throw that so perfectly to Voss. It was just perfect. The placement, like the way he stopped and turned around and immediately catching it, that was just a perfect cutback route. And he just maneuvered himself out of the way of the defender and just ran for the touchdown. Yeah. First touchdown in the last 24 possessions. And now was a 93-yard drive, which is the longest this season. Impressive stuff for the Renegades. Impressive work. Did not land in the landing zone. So Michigan will start on the 40. Ew, brother. Yeah, that's a good field position. But yeah, Monty Bledsoe getting that one sack. It's definitely a way to go. It definitely is something that the motivation is high. They got to keep that motivation going. So one possession, anything can happen. Handing off to McQuarrie, and McQuarrie will not go anywhere. And that's a good run stuff by the Renegades. There were like 4 out of 5 Renegades around them. And those 2 takeaways they have, the 2 fumbles led 9 points. So they took advantage. They scored points on those takeaways, which is a good thing. 1 sack, 2 tackles for loss, and 2 forced fumbles. The defense is strong, especially against an MVP candidate of Bryce Perkins. Definitely up there. 9 for 15, 155 yards. Perkins, he's going to jump throw, going deep, and does not get it. He was so close. That was COC Mariner covered by Joe Powell on the go route. Like Perkins avoided a sack. That's good, and he just jumped through that. But it was too far for Mariner to catch up, and they're trying to catch up. It was out of reach. Yes, like Powell did hit his arm. Yes. But he was not in reach of catching it. 3rd and 10. Perkins, elusive, speed. Does he get the first down? He's going to get to the 50, 45. You get out around the 43-yard line. So that is a 13-yard run from Perkins. So there you go. Getting back on his feet. getting back in his feet. Perkins, look at that. Avoids Willie Taylor, and he just ran. Perkins is just good at avoiding these sacks. He's really good at avoiding these sacks. And then we're going to have looks like a false start penalty on the Panthers. Number 86. That is Samson Akua. Samson Akua not really having the best of days. He had the first fumble on the kickoff that led to a field goal. He's again favored by 3.5. Over the total is 42.5. So any over better need to hope for a touchdown by the Panthers. You better hope that will happen. Jalen Moore in motion, shotgun formation for Bryce Perkins on first and 15. Play action, and he's gonna try and run it, and he's gonna get sacked way back by Chris Odom, the former Roughneck. Just way back there. Why are you trying to run? What were you trying to do, Perkins? He just had nowhere to go, and then Odom just was right there. Odom was there. Oh. That's the second sack for the Renegades right there, too. Perkins on second and 23. Almost gets sacked again. Incomplete. Now they have to do third and 23. Nearest BT Potter. They got to get at least field goal range. They got to make it to a 6-point game. He made it 56-yarder, but can he make more than? Can he make it longer? There's Perkins. He's going to throw a deep one. He finds more. He gets to the 38, which is good. And from there, that is a 56-yard field goal. That's the same distance that BT Potter made earlier. Yeah, field goal. But their offense still on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. This is an interesting decision from Nolan. 4th and 7. But a timeout will be made by Michigan. So both teams now have two. Now they have both 2 timeouts. Two timeouts. Yeah, that fumble right there by Akua led to a field goal. And then the Perkins fumble right there on the handoff that led to a 93-yard drive led for a touchdown by Tyler Vaughns. It's 4th down 7. They're still going for it. They got to get to the 31. This is going to be a huge risk, high reward. Perkins dropping back. The pressure's there. There goes to Tawa. Tawa gets the first down. The drive continues for Michigan. That was a high risk, high reward play for the Panthers. Tawa was right there at a good place at a good time. Right place, right time. Ooh. First down and 10. And then Tawa going up the left hash. That's a gain of 7 right there. That is a gain of 7. So 2nd and 3, 7:50 remaining of the game. Shotgun on 2nd and 3 at the 20. Moore goes in motion. Perkins will keep it on a run. Pump fakes it, and he's going to run for the first down. He will be out of the 15. Willie Taylor was breathing down his neck, and he was trying to sack him, but he was not fast enough. Yeah, that was a crazy conversion. They converted a 4th 7. High risk, high reward. Nolan got it. I mean, you're down by 9. You got to keep it up, or else the Renegades will take advantage of a turnover like they did the last 2 times. Perkins and shotgun, going to play action. Throws a quick one to Malik Turner. He will get tripped up, but a gain of 4 will be made by the Panthers. 7 minutes remaining. I'm going to check out ESPN. I'm going to see, is there any games that are happening right now? I want to check and see. They play at 3:30, Boston and New York. Low snap, Perkins throws a right sideline, too far for Mariner to go and catch it. Incomplete, 3rd and 7. It's a must to convert it. It is a must to convert it. I swear, the Knicks win over Boston. In fact, sweeping up, we're all going to lose our gosh-forsaken minds. They are going to lose their minds. 100%. The Timberwolves and Warriors at 8:30 tonight. Okay. Perkins gets it to Malik Turner, and he runs in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Malik Turner, number 17. And we have a 3-point game. Question. Are we going to see a 3-point conversion? I don't think we have seen it this year. We have not seen it this year. So what do they do? Do they go for 3? This is huge. They usually go for 1, but yeah, here we go. 3-point attempt. Here we go. 3-point, an actual 3-point attempt. There has been a 3-point attempt this season, but it wasn't from the 10. It was because of a penalty, but here we are. This is for the tie with 5 minutes and 47 seconds remaining. Empty backfield. Perkins. He's going to roll to his right. He's looking. He slips. Chuck it deep. And he's batted down. No good. Arlington stays in the lead with a 3-point lead over Michigan. Hold on. There is a flag on the field, and that's on Arlington. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Holding on defense, and they can redo. So they're going to go for 3 at the 5. That's on Chris Claybrooks. That's a holding on Chris Claybrooks. All over on Mariner. All over on Mariner. So Michigan's going to retry They're 3-point attempt, but this is from the 5. From the 5. Yeah, get rid of the penalty, and that's the same thing is happening here for Michigan. Because Michigan always goes for 1 point. Oh, Bob Stoops challenging that? He was all over the guy. Why are you challenging that? He was all over him. Dude, that's still holding. What? Why did you challenge that? Why did you challenge that? Why did Stoops challenge that? Now you have no challenge. Timeout. It was clear as crystal there. It was clear as crystal. Why did you challenge that? That was obvious. That's a dumb decision. Where's Jocker Gainer 9 when you need him? Why did he challenge that? Why? Now 3rd and 5. 3 points. Go to the end zone. Catch. Got it. And we are now deadlocked at 18. We are tied at 18. And Stoops lost his super challenge. Will lose his super challenge. After that touchdown by Malik Turner. In Arlington, they gotta keep it up. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I've been talking about. Why did he? That's what I'm saying. Why did he challenge that? Why did Stoops? I don't understand why Stoops called a challenge on the hold that was so obvious. I don't. I don't know why he wants to challenge that. I don't. Why in your mind did you want to challenge that? Why? I don't know what you guys think. That was dumb. Why? Why challenge? If this is how Arlington loses, like, I'm just gonna freaking lose it. I'm just gonna lose it. Great catch by Malik Turner. You got the touchdown and the 3-point conversion. That is unbelievable. I would never understand. But also the bigger story is why did Stoops challenge that holding? It was obvious. In my opinion, that was an obvious call. He was holding his shoulder pad. 13 for 22, 197 yards and a touchdown. Malik Turner with a 25-yard touchdown. 49 yards. Arlington will get it past the 25, and Arlington will be tackled at the 25. So we have an 18-18 ball game. Now this is intense, ladies and gentlemen. Entertaining. And over under is 42.5. So a touchdown is going to be 0.5 points away from the total. We just gotta wait and see. Oh, Perkins is just slippery. He's slippery. Dude is the Lamar Jackson of the UFL as of right now this season. He is the Lamar Jackson of the UFL. He's amazing. Like, he's like 2023 USFL. It was Alex McGough. Oh, and DJ Miller. It looked like he was holding his side as in pain or something. But the Renegades have the ball on their 30. I swear, they find a way to mess this up like they did last year, I'm going to lose it. So first and 10. Perez handing off to Hunter. Hunter goes up the middle. Okay. Getting pushed by his old lineman. Gets 10 yards. That's the first down for Arlington to the 40. Good one. 100% good. That's 100% a good one. And the final attendance for the 163. So just under 10K, and there's Hunter gets a gain of 6 on the right hash. So 9,963. So now we can do average. So we have some math to do. So it looks like we got some math to do for average. Well, there's a fumble, but it's recovered by Arlington. What? Got to do the math here. What's the math behind Arlington's attendance? Let's take a look. So Arlington. So week 1, they had 10,114. So 3rd down and 6. 3rd and 6. Perez going deep right side and gets Tyler Vaughns, and he gets down at the 29. Big catch by Vaughns. When in doubt, throw it to Vaughns, and he's at 105 yards this game. What a catch. He may have just jumped a tad early, but he got it. Good adjustment from Vaughns. Vaughns is damn good. Fantastic. 8 catches, 105 yards and a touchdown. Perez, 23 for 32, 282 yards. The snap is there. Handing out to Davion Smith, but that was an awkward tackle. Right. Get ready for a second down. 3 minutes remaining. Right. And then it had 9,000. 582. And then 9,614. Second and 13, so they're at the 32. So from there, that's a 50-yard field goal. Take the snap, drop it back, going deep again. Freaking Vaughns is unbelievable. What the hell? That was such a tight window catch. He catched that. He managed. He's insane. Vaughns is insane this game. He firmly grasped it in his hands. First and goal now for Arlington. Michigan has to stop the clock as they can. Throws a quick one to Canella. Stefan Canella goes in the end zone and touchdown! Renegade right before the 2-minute warning. The 2-minute warning. Holy moly. Freaking Tyler Vaughns. He got the clutch gene. He's got the clutch gene for sure. 9,544. And then now 9,000. Oh, hold on. Back. Plus 9,963 equals, and divided that by 5. So they average a false start on Renegades. Play the 2-point try, so they're going to do 2 points from the 10. So 9,763.4. Well, even though there's no people, so I'll round it up I'll round it up. That was their average attendance, so just under 10K. 2-point conversion from the 10. And Perez throws a wobbly one, incomplete, no good. But the good news is that it's a 6-point game, so a touchdown will tie it, and then Michigan can have a chance to take the lead. Good strength by Canella. Let's look at the yardage right now. 126 yards for Tyler Vaughns, 102 for Canella, and 313 passing yards and 2 touchdowns for Perez. Nice game he's having. Really nice game. And the rating 121.3. Now it's up to the Panthers. The Renegades need to have their defense tight. Because if they manage somehow, in some way, to lose this game, then the Renegades' playoff hopes is going to be very slim because of the Battlehawks, especially if the Battlehawks win. Because with a 3-4 record, that's definitely not a good place. Definitely not a good place to be if you're the Renegades to lose. And then if the Panthers lose, then imagine what happens if the Roughnecks lose. And then now weeks 8 and 10 are very crucial for both Panthers and the Roughnecks. Because now the winner because now the winner of those games, because it also depends on how their week 9 game goes. Because Panthers played the Stallions in week 9, and the Roughnecks play the Stallions tomorrow. They play each other in weeks 8 and 10. Panthers play Stallions in week 9, and the Roughnecks play their Defenders in week 9. So tough competition for both teams. But if both of them manage to get that win, but here's the thing. Either Panthers or Roughnecks win in week 8. whoever's the winner, they have to win week 9 against a tough team so that their playoff probabilities can go up. And so now whoever is in chance of the playoffs, but if both teams lose in week 9, then week 10 is for all the marbles. It's for all the marbles. Most by any UF player in the UFL this season, 314 yards by Luis Perez. Good one. You got yourself a good one. So here we go. Here comes the kickoff from the Panthers. And he will get down just before he gets to the 30. But now we're going to hit the 2-minute warning. So 2-minute warning. So the last 2-minute warning is here, ladies and gentlemen. Panthers will have the ball inside the 30. I think around the 27. Down by 6. They need a touchdown to tie at least. But if they can get a 1-point conversion off, they can win over Arlington. So, and then the playoff race can be very interesting. If Arlington wins, then now Arlington needs to see if somehow, in some way, the Memphis Showboats beat the Battlehawks. Which, if they manage to do so, this whole UFL season is going to be on an acid trip. It's going to be one long acid trip. So a game that matters a lot for playoff implication wise. Two teams that had a good starts to the season. The Renegades falling off a bit after choking a 15-point game. They are looking at a crucial win right now. If they manage to lose, then they're in a bit of a pickle in playoff probabilities. Big pickle. And then the Panthers will have to play because this is the last XFL team. The rest of the season for the Panthers is USFL teams. Roughnecks, Panthers, Roughnecks. And then Renegades, it's Brahmas. It's Defenders, Showboats, then Brahmas. So week 8 and 10 will be very, very, very crucial. With 1 minute 56 remaining, the Panthers have 2 timeouts. So Renegades need to play some tight defense. They got to get the turnover. Find a way to get rid of that ball. Record in 1-score games. Last season, 1-5, and this season, 1-3. This is what I was talking about. Can they find a way to close off these games? Let's see if they can do it this time. 1st and 10 from the 31 is Perkins. Drop it back. He's looking. He's going to throw left side over on turn his head and complete. So 2nd and 10 for the Panthers. Michigan has 2 timeouts remaining. Arlington has 1. Arlington has no super challenge, but Michigan does. They challenged that holding that negated a touchdown before halftime. So they got it back. That was a new rule of this season of the UFL. So 1 challenge still remains for the Panthers. They got to use their timeouts wisely, though. Because no timeouts, no super. Perkins, drop it back. He's going to throw it to the middle. He finds Gunnar Oaks, and Oaks landed awkwardly. And are they gonna give it to them? They do give it to them. It's 1st down, the minute 40 remaining. They gotta get the playoff. They gotta get the playoff quickly at the 39. 1st and 10. Drop it back is Perkins. Perkins. Oh, that's gonna be horse collar on Willie Taylor. That's horse collar on Willie Taylor. He was going for the sack. I think that's horse collar. Or face mask. It looked like horse collar or face mask. Let's see it from the other angle. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's face mask, 100%. That's going to cost them. That's not good. Because now the Panthers are in Renegade territory with a minute 24. You're at the 46. You're at the 47 now. 46, I mean. First and 10. Hand out to a Talwell, goes up the middle for 6, up to the 40. They just got to be quick. You don't need to use your timeouts. You just got to be quick. Take your time, but don't go too slow with it. Going up the middle again. And Toatawa is a yard short. Does Nolan use a timeout? Or is he going to let the clock run? They're still going quick. They're going tempo this time. They don't want to use that timeouts. Handing off to Tawa up the middle, and he gets it. 42 seconds remaining at the 34. Still 2 timeouts for the Panthers, 1 for Arlington. No super for Arlington, and a super is still there for Michigan. They got to get going. 33 seconds remaining from the 35. Perkins looking. Clock is ticking, and he goes deep left side, incomplete. Way over his head of Cole Hikatini. 25 seconds remaining. They're wasting good chunks of the clock. So now every big play they got to get, and they don't step out of bounds. You have to call time. Like, you just wasted so much clock to play. Because Perkins was just standing in the pocket. He was just looking to see who was open or not. You're at the 35. Second and 10. He's going to drop back. And he's going to get sacked. And he throws it up in the air. Is that going to be intentional grounding? That was Tucker Charlton trying to tackle Perkins. And Perkins, as he was going down, throws it up in the air. I say that's intentional grounding. He was trying to chuck it up in the air. Well, no, it's not, because there was Samson Nakua there in the vicinity, so there's going to be no intentional grounding. So incomplete. And now Arlington will use their final timeout. But the good news, if it wasn't for Perkins throwing it near to Sampson, and he took that sack by Charlton, then it would be Michigan using that second timeout they have, and not Arlington, because Arlington, no timeouts. There's no timeouts for Arlington. So this is quite an interesting situation in this game. This game has definitely been good. A little slow, but it definitely picked up in the second half. It was a 9-6 game, and it was 24-18. And right now, the overbetters are hoping for a touchdown. They're in the Renegades 35, so he can't throw it to the end zone. But that's like a Hail Mary type situation. Perkins dropping back. He has to throw that quick. A blitz is coming. He gets it. Now you got to call timeout right now. Oh, he's not touched. Now you call timeout. You had to call timeout now. Now it's Siosy Mariner with a catch. He wasn't touched. There's your second timeout. Where did he go? Where did he end up getting tackled? That's the question. Yeah, he wasn't down. He was still up. He wasn't touched. Look. Stephen Jones just never managed to touch him. This ain't college, buddy. This ain't college. Oh, my goodness. This ain't college, my friend. One timeout remains for Michigan. Oh, baby. Here we go. First and 10. What yard line are they at? I think it's the 12? The 11. So they're in striking distance, potentially. I say they have at least 3 plays. 2 to 3 plays at best. Perkins goes for the end zone, overthrows, incomplete. Intended for Mariner. So now you have 7 seconds. And it's 2nd and 10. Like, if you need to get another play out, you have to make that throw quick. Somebody has to get open quick. Whatever it's Mariner, Nakua, somebody has to get open quick. 2nd and 10. Perkins running. He's going to run it. And he called timeout? No, they can't. They couldn't call timeout in time. Did they call timeout in time? No. Did they call timeout in time? Oh my gosh, they called a timeout with 1 second. What the freak? What the freak? Oh my gosh, they called a timeout and they're 1 yard away. He was running and he just dives for it. He took a leap of faith. And he was down right there at 2 seconds. At the 1. So 2 seconds. And Nolan was like, just wanting that timeout. Just want that timeout. Oh my goodness. Perkins. That was risky. He took a leap of faith. Here we go at the 1.5 yard line. Here we go. Final play, potentially. Perkins, shotgun, Hikatini in motion. Has a Tower. And he's in. The ball crossed the goal line. Touchdown. Tie game. But now, the 1-point attempt. If Michigan makes this, they win. If not, we get overtime. Oh, baby. Tua Taua. That's his 5th rushing touchdown this season. 1-point attempt. Arlington needs to hold up a wall. Does Arlington hold this off? 1-point attempt. Samson Nakua hands off to Tua Taua, and he breaks in. They got it. And Arlington, once again, cannot secure a 1-possession game. Michigan wins it. Wow, what a nail biter that was. And Arlington, what the hell, dude? Nine points. They cannot find a way to close out tight games. Just like last year. I knew Michigan was going to win. I'm kind of disappointed in them, honestly. I'm disappointed in Arlington. I think what it was? Do you know what it was, though? The face mask penalty. That was the one that let the drive go forward. Toa Tawa, man. He's a beast. Toa Tawa. Remember the name. Remember the friggin'. So, what a game. Panthers 5-2. Toa Tawa. So there you go. Final game 25-24. They can't find a way to close these games. I'm disappointed in Arlington. So they've been winless ever since. Frank Gendez out there. Is out with a pec injury. Damn. Vaughn's had himself a day. Same with Canella. They had himself a day. But that defense just no. But disappointing in Arlington. I'm really disappointed. I'm disappointed. I really am. If you're a team that cannot close out these games, then you do not deserve to make it to the playoffs. You don't deserve it. I'm sorry, but you don't deserve it. Just get the hell out of our sight. So, all right. Hope you guys. I'm actually gonna walk the stage next week, so there will be no streaming for next week. I will still do a Week 7 XFL conference video coming up next week. So I hope you guys have yourself a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon.